Distant Worlds, the critically acclaimed 4X space strategy game, is back with a brand new 64-bit engine, 3D graphics, and a polished interface. Distant Worlds 2 is a vast, pausable, real-time 4X space strategy game. Explore the galaxy, discovering valuable resources, potential colonies for your empire, and making contact with other empires. Huge galaxies with up to 2,000 star systems and tens of thousands of planets are yours to explore and exploit, whether peacefully through mining and diplomacy or by conquest. Develop new technologies for building your own unique ships and starbases. Defend the outlying areas of your empire to protect it from raiding pirates or dangerous space monsters. Explore star systems and discover evidence of civilizations long since past, uncovering secrets about the galaxy's troubled history. Each galaxy is packed with life and activity. Interact with other empires, discussing treaties, making trade offers, or just giving them a piece of your mind. Choose from 7 playable base game factions, which cover a wide variety of playstyles. Build, expand, and improve your empire while playing through the storylines, with victory conditions or in an open-ended sandbox mode. Automate the various tasks in your empire so that you can focus on the areas that you enjoy most. Intelligent automation allows you to tailor the game to your preferred playstyle and scale. Decide how much you want to control and which gameplay areas suit you best. A built-in game editor allows you to fine-tune your own galaxy, adding or removing star systems, planets, asteroids, ships, star bases, space monsters, or anything else. Best of all, these all combine to let you play the game your way. Enjoy a quick, intense game in a crowded sector of space, or take your time in an epic game spread across a vast galaxy.
So Distant Worlds is often compared to Stellaris, but I have heard from a good source that's bullshit. You shouldn't really compare it to that, even though there are similarities. One of the reasons, and that's just an external reason, not internal to the gameplay itself, is that Stellaris is often on sale, but the actual meat is in the DLC, while in Distant Worlds, the entire meat is in the game itself. The DLC will just add new factions and such. Then, in Distant Worlds, you have full automation, so you can basically watch an aquarium take place, and then you can choose to interact or not, to fiddle around with it or not, you know. And it is supposedly hyper complex, basically a life task to really get into the game. And well, since it's currently on its the lowest price it ever had. I mean, it had this price a few times recently, but everything before was more expensive. And 65% off. Yeah, you know, I thought, get it and get into it. Righty. Distant Worlds. Still launching. There we go. Just check some settings here. Okay, looking good. Alrighty, I got a small whiff of what this is via some video that I saw, and so let's immediately set things up. Did I not lower the volume of the music from 50 to 40%? I remember doing that. I did. That's not low enough though. Okay. So here we can set up the conditions. Was also lower the scale of the user interface from a total maximum to slightly lower. Maybe that was a mistake also. No, from a very large. Okay. Music, you are getting louder. I forbid this. Okay, let's get right into it. Start a new game. And here we can configure what that will look like. The galaxy shape, how the stars are, well, the star systems, this is the galaxy, are organized. We just select this one, which will show this a bit more fully so we can better gauge what this is. And also, you know what, can we set the user interface even larger? Is that meaningful? Extra large. Oh, it's bigger now, isn't it? That's what she said. Okay, so this is what that looks like. Okay, I will just go for this first galaxy shape, and well, the goal here for me is I will set everything as standard as I can, also very small. Also, I will try to disable any and all features as far as I can. For example, other factions, aliens and such. God damn it! Someone is throwing bombs out there. Oh, it's New Year's Eve again. Yeah, sure. In 10 minutes actually, so things will get a bit loud. I bet you will hear that. Anyway, so because by disabling features, so to speak, I will then be able to concentrate on the game itself, because I need to learn it. And so we can do this together. So we can basically try to get into it easily, because this game is really, really hard to get into because there's so much going on. Anyway, so stars. Here with 2000 it's saying your system has 8 cores and this and this much RAM. Warning, 2000 stars may cause performance issues in late game on your system. Recommended 12 CPU cores and 48 gigabytes of RAM. I actually have 16 CPU cores, 8 physical ones. I don't know how this is then being shown or calculated here. 1700. How many stars? Let's say 300 stars. I mean, 300 stars is, you know. Nebula density. I don't know what that is, nebula density. So I will just go for normal. Then galaxy size, that is... let's go for this, so we can see that. So the overall area is bigger. What I would try to do is I would basically try to play mankind from before the interplanetary travel, and then reach that level of interplanetary travel and then try to, well, conquer the galaxy. That is the scale of this game. I mean, it's pretty normal for these, for the bigger 4X games, of which this one is one. Standard, 300, smallest galaxy. Those were the galaxy settings. Oh no, these are the galaxy settings. Galaxy expansion, pre-warp, Empires start with a single small colony and minimal tech. Hyperspace travel has not yet been unlocked. Empires begin by expanding slowly across their home star system. Starting young, expanding mature, old. Empires are well established with many colonies and high populations. Most of the galaxy has been explored. Imagine you start with mankind in such a situation. Doesn't mean yet that you will be wiped out, because the simulation is colorful. There could be fighting, there could be diplomacy, there could be, I don't know what there could be, but it's basically a life existence civilizations simulation. But anyway, I will go for pre-warp because I'm not going to have any other civilizations. Anyway, tech level. What does that mean? Ah yeah, we get the information in front here. How advanced the research is for all empires in the galaxy. This determines which ship hulls and components are available for constructing ship and bases. Pre-warp means zero tech researched. When expansion is greater than starting, the tech level must be at least 1. Expansion? What is expansion? I don't know. So, pre-warp, galaxy aggression. Peaceful, normal, restless, unstable, chaos. Let's go with normal. Difficulty, easy, normal, hard. What does galaxy aggression mean even? How aggressive computer players are in the game. Difficulty of gameplay. This alters the empire rates for various in-game factors relative to the player. Factors include colony income, corruption, research speed, mining rate, population growth, war weariness, weapons targeting, and countermeasures. Yeah, I will just go with normal. Hostile races near player. Normal, some more, many, extreme. Let's go with normal. Research speed, extremely slow, very slow, slow, normal, fast, very fast. What does it say? How fast research occurs in the galaxy, and thus how quickly new components become available to use in ships and bases. There are other factors specific to each empire which also determine research speed, but this setting is a galaxy-wide value. I will go with very fast because I want to make the game settings here as easy and as simple as possible, so that my fight is with the interface and with the absence of knowledge that I have over this product. Once I'm deeper in it, then I can say, okay, game itself, become a little bit harder for me. Research visibility. Only next projects visible, all projects visible. This is actually an interesting one, and I will opt for only next projects visible so that we don't know all the things that could be researched. Which is kind of how it would be in reality, you know? I mean, did we already know we would have, I don't know, generative AIs that make videos? Did we know that 30 years ago? We didn't. Only next projects visible, and research pathing. Whether paths between research projects are fixed or random, I will go with fixed because this helps me learn the foundations. This probably means whenever I start over, like this here, I will find the very same research paths. So that should be then the standard system that the game has been designed for, I guess. So only next projects visible, but standard paths. Allow tech trading. Enable trading of tech with other empires. Enabling this allows empires to obtain new tech by trading in the diplomacy screen. Disabling this means that all empires must obtain their own tech through research, discovery, or espionage. Well, I don't know. Let's go with off, because there's not going to be other empires anyway. Okay, the threats. Pirates, none, very few, normal, many, very many. Let's see. How many pirates are present in the galaxy? Pirates can be a real problem, but they do have their uses. Note that to completely disable pirates, you must also turn off the following settings in the victory conditions step. Raise specific story events. Some of these events generate story-related pirate factions. General story events, pre-warp, home system. Some of these events occasionally generate dormant pirate factions. I'm not sure what to choose here. None, very few, normal. I mean, they're saying here they have their users. Let's go with very few. Yep. Pirate strength, very weak, normal. Let's go with normal. Pirate proximity, nearby, average, distant. How close pirate factions start to colonize systems of empires. We'll go with average. Pirates respawn. They respawn or they stay dead. Pirate factions that are completely wiped out do not respawn, replacement pirate factions. This makes it easier to clear pirates from an area of the galaxy. Actually, let's go with normal. Pirates, normal. Pirate strength, normal. Proximity, average. Pirates respawn, no, they stay dead. Space creatures, what are those? How many space creatures are present in the galaxy? 3. 3.5. No. Many space creatures are dangerous and can pose threats to your ships and bases. However, they may also provide resources that you can use. I am not sure about these ones. I would say very few or none. Actually, no, none. The universe that I envision, I mean ours, is one where there are no aliens and there are also no space creatures. Start a new game, colonization. Colony prevalence influences the general quality of planets and moons in the galaxy, thus determining the number of potential colonies. Higher quality planets support larger populations and provide more income when colonized. I will go with very abundant, like I said, easy and few features. That's what I'm going for right now, which will make for possibly pretty lame gameplay, but before I can judge the gameplay, I have to first get into it. So yeah. Independent colonies. It's currently 90 seconds exactly before midnight, so maybe you will be hearing some banging through the windows of the exploding firecrackers. Because it's New Year's Eve. Independent colonies. Independent alien populations are distributed throughout the galaxy at the start of the game. This setting determines how many of these populations exist in the galaxy and how large each of them are. Independent colonies. Alien. Well, I mean, I didn't want any aliens, so... Not sure. Should I go for very rare? Colony influence range. The size of influence circles that are projected out from colonies. Colony influence determines our empire territory. For example, this means which star systems belong to your empire. About 40 more seconds. Colony influence range. I don't know what to do with this here. Colonization range limit. Whether colonization range limits are applied. If turned on, new colonies must be within the specified distance from one of your existing colonies. 20 seconds. I will just go with the default. Range limit. Well, I guess now we're starting. Let me just turn off the sound of the game for a moment. I hear something through the window, it's not much. Not much, okay, anyway. Okay, so let's select the race. Humans, of course. Why? I know stuff about humans. And I don't want few hurdles to learn. Oh, now they're a bit loud out there. Okay, let me just turn this off again so we get a whiff of the celebrations. I guess the AI noise suppression will just kill most of that. Right, back to business. So humans, and they have some bonuses and traits and such. But yeah, it's just play mode. Wait, what? Yeah, play mode. Standard empire. Play as a standard empire moving out from your homeworld to establish new colonies. Yup. That's what I want. Explore new star systems to find resources. Basically, and that's interesting, right? To have such a thing at your fingertips where you could design the game like you wanted. Like, I mean, I'm saying there are games out there where you would have an exploration from Earth and then slowly expand out into the universe. But many such games, including this one, allow you also to have a completely different game, and I find that pretty fascinating. That you can just define it like that and will have a completely different experience. Explore new star systems, expand by building, perform research, build up a strong military to deal with threats from other empires and pirates, use diplomacy to make friends and deter enemies, explore, expand and conquer. Then here disabled, enabled by a future expansion. Okay, don't know. Refugee, disabled, must have return of Shakturi expansion installed. Anyway, standard empire next. Okay, empire name, I don't know, Empire? Or, no, how about, Galactic Federation, which kind of makes sense, right? Empire flag. Okay, are there many? No, this is all. What we see here on screen, that's all of them. I think some of them, many of them look pretty alien. They should have had something here that looks a bit more earthy, I think. This one looks pretty Earth-like because that's what we have. Oh, this is the eagle. Behold the eagle. Allow any government. Allow any? Let's see what that means. Normally you can only select governments enabled for your selected race, but changing this will allow you to select from all available governments. Allowed by race. Government. Democracy. Yeah, I would prefer that. Feudalism. Military. Dictatorship. Monarchy. Republic. What's the difference here between democracy and republic, I wonder? Republics are governments that are led by a head of state who is usually elected. The head of state, often called the president, serves for a set term, after which a new president is elected. While this president is elected, this may actually happen indirectly, where a council of some sort is elected by the people, and this council then elects a president. Sounds pretty much like the United States. Well, makes sense, republic. In many respects, republics are similar to democracies and usually hold comparable ideals. Citizens of republics typically enjoy many freedoms and liberties. Republics invariably divide governmental power carefully between the executive, legislative, and judicial areas. The president controls the executive area, while other elected representatives control the legislative area. The courts control the judicial area. Okay, let's compare to democracy. Democratic governments draw their power from the people that live under them, so aka not Germany, not United Kingdom. Competitive elections are held to select representatives who rule for a specific period, instead of voting for things that they're supposed to do. Yeah, wise mankind, very wise. Citizens of people who vote for people instead of things that they're supposed to do or not do, and then are confused when the people that they voted for are not doing the things that we expect them to do, are doing it wrong. You have to vote for things, not for people. Now, if you're saying, well, in our country we can only vote for people, not for things, you're not living in a democracy. Because that which you want, you cannot vote for. Citizens of democratic governments enjoy universally recognized freedoms and liberties, including freedom of political expression, freedom of speech, and freedom of the press. Democratic governments typically also uphold other important principles such as equality before the law, due process, and civil liberties. Isn't that basically almost the same as the Republic here? Typical leader term 8 years. Let's compare to a Republic. Leader change effect. So not sure, but I would go with Republic because I would pretty much like to live in the United States, and I hate Germany and the United Kingdom, for example, which are supposedly democracies, while not being that actually. Okay, next. My starting situation. Homeworld situation, random, planet with moon, moon at gas giant. Well, planet with moon, guess what? Home system, harsh. The favorability of your home system. This includes factors like resource abundance, population level of your home colony, and the presence of other favorable planets in the system. Harsh, trying, normal, agreeable, excellent. Let's make excellent because easy and all that. Home system critical resources. Whether to ensure a supply of critical construction resources in your home system. Typically, most home systems will be missing some important construction resources unless specifically placed at game start. You can select whether these home system resources are guaranteed and whether this applies to all game starts or only pre-warp starts. Not insured when pre-warp start, always insure. Always insure. Expansion. How many colonies you have and how well established your empire is. This includes the following factors: number of colonies, population levels at your colonies, how much of the galaxy you have explored, the number of ships and bases your empire has. When expansion is greater than starting, the tech level must be at least 1. Expansion is greater than starting. Okay, so old, mature, expanding, young, starting. We're mankind, we're starting. Your empire tech level, pre-warp. How advanced the research is. This determines if a ship with ship hulls and components are available. Pre-warp means zero tech research. Starting location. Well, deep core, that would be here at the... Can I zoom here? No, I can't. This is the display. Outer core, you see a little purple circle here. Inner rim, outer rim. I think inner rim is where mankind is actually located in reality, or maybe there or between inner rim and outer core. Let me just select inner rim. Other empires. Auto-generate starting empires off. There will not be other empires. Starting empire. Wait, what? Auto-generate starting empires. When enabled, the specific number of empires are automatically generated at the start of the game. The empire and race characteristics are randomly assigned, however the galaxy expansion setting influences how large these empires are. Alternatively, you may specify each starting empire in the starting empires list below by setting auto-generate to off. Well, so what I select here is pretty much not relevant right now, because next point is starting empires. Add starting empires to the list below. For each empire, you can specify details like their race, size, tech level, and proximity to you. Alternatively, you can auto-generate all starting empires by enabling auto-generate starting empires above. And then I could add empires, and I don't want to do that. and so I will not. Next, victory conditions. Select any combination of territory, population, economy, or race-specific victory conditions at left. Then select the percentage victory threshold. This is the portion of the selected victory condition that must be met for victory. Leave all victory conditions unchecked for sandbox mode open play, which is what I want to do. But I wonder, what does victory condition mean? I mean, imagine you're playing this, and suddenly a screen shows up, you did it, and the game is over. How is that a feature? How is that good if the game just ends because you have managed to achieve the thing? Isn't it a downside? Why is that in there? So I'm currently just using a straw man, I guess. I don't know what will happen then. I'm just wondering, what does this really do? So, control the specified percentage of colonies in the galaxy, no. Population amount, economy, race victory conditions, what is that? Enable race-specific victory conditions for all factions. Victory threshold, 70. What does that mean? Sets the percentage of victory conditions that must be fulfilled to win the game. What do you mean? I have 10 victory conditions, and if I said 40% here, I only need like 3 of them or whatever? Start date years. Victim conditions only apply after the specified number of years have passed the game. Time limit years. Game finishes after the specified number of years. The winner is the empire with the greatest strategic value at this time. Start date years. Victim conditions only apply to the specific number of... General story events. Pre-warp home system. Okay, let's see. Enable general story events. Pre-warp home system events. Abandoned ships and bases, debris fields, etc. Click each button to toggle the item on and off. Victory conditions. Why is it called victory conditions? This year is no longer victory conditions, or is it? I believe it is not, so that should be on a different screen. This year is victory conditions, this year is not, so it's confusing. Why not have a different, an extra screen here instead of the start game button? I would pretty much favor that. So pre-warp home system, abandoned ships, abandoned bases, debris fields, galactic locations, major threats, abandoned ships, any other abandoned ships that are not part of the pre-warp home system events or race story events. Let's leave all that stuff in, I would say. Because I'm not sure which ones to turn off to focus on the stuff that I said 2 or 3 times that I want to focus on. Race-specific story events. Enable race-specific story events in the game. Note that some of these events may generate story-related pirate factions. On colony events. Enable colony events in the game. Disasters and random plagues. Okay. I want to turn this off because that would shove me in a situation, according to the description here, where I think, oh shit, I have to do the thing. And then I don't know how to do the thing. See, that's what I want to avoid. Start game. Generating galaxy. Can change how mouse camera rotation works in the game settings. Choose from either the middle mouse default or the right mouse button. What does the right mouse button do then? I mean, it's probably a toggle, right? Else I would have just enabled both of them. Yep. Looking forward to seeing what this is. Galactic Federation. Behold the great logo of the Galactic Federation, the only federation to ever exist in this universe. Our faction is known as the Galactic Federation. Our government is Republic. We are the humans, who are typically aggressive and careful. Well, that kinda is true. I don't know about careful, but aggressive, yeah. Humans have natural skills in all research, diplomacy, war, weariness, reduction, espionage, and trade income. Our leader is Pete Lucardi, or Luckady, or something. Lucardi, skilled in troop research and colony ship construction speed. Our home colony is Ijun 2. I would have just given that the name Earth. Yeah, I guess I just accidentally clicked outside here, which tells me, hey dude, this window is here, you have to deal with it, man. And that also happens when I click... not... Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, Okay. This eats the mouse click. This does not eat the mouse click. I have to turn down the SFX sound, I guess. Our leader is this dude, our home colony is this one, the continental planet is in the iTunes system. A continental planet. Nearby is the rocky metallic moon Flonaton. Our faction has primitive technology. We are just beginning to take our first steps into space. My kind of faction. Explore, expand, and conquer. Let's get started. Game is paused. You can see up here. I don't know what's currently happening because the stuff seems to be flickering about. I don't know what it was anyway. Basic 2. Oh, there's an introduction. I didn't know that. Welcome to Distant Worlds 2. This brief tour gives an overview of the major elements of the user interface. Should put the link to this place in the video description. 30 fucking minutes. Each item will be highlighted with a colored border as it is explained. Click the next button below to get started. Can I move this around? I cannot. Okay, it's a bit weird. I'm zooming in and then I'm inside the planet, or what's this anyway? This rotates the view. Right mouse button does nothing. I saw in that other video that I mentioned shortly earlier that the tab key supposedly unlocks rotation, and I just tapped it and now I cannot untap it. Weird. Anyway, okay. So that's our system. And then we can zoom out with the mouse wheel, and I believe we can zoom out endlessly, as in galaxy size. I would like that zoom to be slightly smooth, but okay. These jumpy pixels here, they should actually have been caught by anti-aliasing settings. Which I mean, I turned everything to max, I believe. Yeah, fine. Or didn't I? Maybe I didn't actually. Show this stuff. Galaxy map sound. Sound effects volume. Okay, that's not sound effects. I have to look for something else. User interface effects volume. That seems sufficient. Volume. Okay. How about the graphics quality? Starfield opacity. Maybe it doesn't take effect immediately. There's an apply button. Starfield level, nebula rendering density. Nebula storm display effects. Nebula storm display effects enabled. Unit damage overlay on. Lens flare level 200. I mean, I can turn that down later. Color scheme, yeah, it's a user interface, a rendering color format. Yeah, we can actually adjust gamma and all that. That's pretty cool. I tested those already. Rendering mode, you can change from DirectX 11, but you shouldn't. They're saying only if you have problems, you should go to Vulkan. Where was I? Oh yeah, up here. VSync enabled, that was the default. Texture streaming disabled. Full screen maximum effect rate 100. Minimum effect rate. System load target. There is no anti-aliasing setting here, I guess. That's a bit disappointing. Okay, anyway, introduction, 1 of 18. Click the next button below to get started. But moving around, you can pan the main view by left clicking and dragging with the mouse or using the WASD keys. Additionally, you can also pan the main view by moving your mouse to the edge of the screen. You can zoom in or out using the mouse wheel or using the page up and page down keys. Then it's smooth. Look at that. I guess I have to put those on my mouse. Let's see if that can, if that is fast if I press shift. No, nothing's happening when I press shift. Shift. Oh, I think I see something here. Oh, that's just an island. Actually, you know what? Makes me think of Australia and New Zealand, but I think the sizes don't work out. Also, Australia doesn't have another Australia right next to it. Okay, you can zoom in and out, scroll, page up, page down. Next, you can open the game menu by clicking this button, or press the escape key. That's the one I already used. From here you can do the following: load and save games, change game settings, relaunch this basic tour, enter the game editor, return to main menu, exit the game. Game editor. Add star system, add planet. Can I do this right now? I would have expected this then to kind of void the game, or to like, well, you changed it, and therefore... What's this? Why is this dude showing up? I didn't change anything. And why is it behind? I mean, why can't I move the basic tour around, man? That's... How do you move the windows? I mean, this is currently a bit fucked up. Can I move this? No. So exit the desktop, exit to main menu, load game, save game, settings, tours, game editor, return to game, which closes the menu. Dude, the game. Okay, return to game also unpauses the game. Funny enough. Not what I wanted. Anyway, so next. Oh my god, more windows. Game settings. As mentioned in the previous step, you can show the game settings screen from the main menu. You can also open game settings using the slash key. Okay, does that work for me? No, it doesn't, because German keyboard. Fuck me, I guess. But I guess I can reconfigure this. User interface size. In game settings under the display section, you can select the size for the user interface. This allows you to increase the size of text and other elements on high resolution screens. User interface color scheme. I think actually the size that we have here is pretty proper, but maybe if I reduce it, the window overlapping situation would not be so painful. So let me try that. Extra large is the biggest one. Let's say large. Apply. Would take a moment. And then it crashes. Or something. Oh, it fucking did. Okay, load it in again. Actually, not load it in, just start. Continue game. No save games are available to continue. What? Really? I thought it would autosave the moment we create the game, like Stationeers, for example, does very meaningfully. Okay, so I have to click through all this shit again. That's great, I guess. Galaxy shape. Very sparse. No, normal. I will set all this up and then unpause. Interesting. Most of the settings were already like I wanted them, so it had to remember that somehow. Now we have a much smaller user interface, but given the lots of elements that we will have to deal with, I guess it makes sense. We are the humans, aggressive and all of that stuff. I think it's the same text. Honestly, I find the user interface a bit small now. Should I risk it? Actually, no, save the motherfucking game first. Save. And now what? Save. Aha, now it exists. So I now risk the risk. Settings. Re-enable all tours. Re-enable all. I didn't mean for it to start right away. I just wanted to make this setting. Thank you very much. User interface said, this is large. This counts as large. Wow. By the way, when I started the game, it was set to very large. And then I set it to extremely super mega large. So this is very large now. Alright, so where are the tours? The tours, where are they? Supposedly we can start that by clicking here. Tours. Basic tour. Welcome to Distant Worlds 2. WASD, mouse wheel, up, down, next. Next, here we go. User interface size, user interface color scheme. You can also choose a new color scheme from the available options. And I kind of feel like doing so because I already saw that there is a nice blue one, or the other ones all have red in them. Maybe we can just show that off. Oh, that makes it a bit annoying. Okay, I will just go to the one that I actually wanted. Enable blue, blop. There we go. A nice calm look. When you have finished changing your settings, be sure to click the apply button to save the changes. Next, pause, resume on game speed. The middle button allows you to pause and resume the game or use the spacebar key. Control the game speed using the left and right buttons, increasing or decreasing how fast time passes. You can also use the plus or minus keys. I'm currently doing that. 8, 4, 2. There's no number here because that would be 1, I guess. A half, a 4, 1/4, 1/8. Okay, so up factor 8 and down factor 8. That's what we can do. I don't know what the factor means indeed, because what's the actual time speed normally? I don't know. Control the game speed. Next. Main view header. This header displays important information about the game. From left to right, it shows the current research projects, the number of colonies and total population in your empire. We currently have 2 billion people, 2,000 million. The current cash on hand and cash flow for your empire. Cash flow currently is not good. The galaxy star date. $24,000? Is that? Galaxy star date is this. I believe we can assume this to be just like a human date. Years, months, days or something. This header will sometimes also show additional information which can include warning about rebelling colonies, warnings about high war weariness, war progress reports. The Control Center. Control Center provides a wealth of information along with many powerful tools to help manage your empire. Hovering over each of the 10 main buttons will expand the header section below it, providing a summary of your empire in that area. Moving your mouse over the header will then expand the submenus below, giving even more detail in various subsections. Click on the submenu button to switch between the subsections. Click. Never click again. That cancels that, and so I am. Next. Music is a bit weird. I mean, in and out it goes, and Control Center. Locking panels open. Each of the sections of Control Center can be locked open by clicking anywhere on the expanded section. Oh, you can. That's a bit playful. Okay. And there the music goes again. Is that me clicking the stuff up here? To unlock a section, allow it to collapse, click again on the relevant main button at the top of the Control Center. So in other words, click here, and then click here, or click here, no, click here, and then click also here. No, that's okay, whatever, it can only be one open. Fine. Next, Selection Panel. The Selection Panel provides detailed information on the currently selected item. For example, Los Planatos, Uwu 3, Continental Planet. I would say that's where we are. 2,000 million people, they're all fucking happy. And Continental Planets. Detailed information. This can include ships, bases, colonies, planets, moons, asteroids, space creatures, space debris. Here we have a rocky asteroid, quality not known. I guess we have to first survey it or something. Here we have a ship, and here we have another ship under construction. And here we have another ship. They are all under construction. Wow, that's a pretty hard zoom. From here to galaxy scale. I mean, look, this is a ship. Okay, selecting items. You can select items by clicking on them in the main view. When an item is selected, it will be surrounded by a selection circle. You can also select items from some of the sublists in the control center. The control center is here. And I can select, for example... Mr. Dude, sir? Yes, hello? Oh, did I... Were you wanking? And I just... Now you select... Oh, that's... Not everything is normal. No, nothing to see. Okay, no. Never mind. Carry on. You can select items by clicking on them in the main view. To select multiple ships, hold down the control key while left-click dragging the mouse. A selection rectangle will appear. For whatever reason, I hope that would not be a feature. For multiple ships. Left-click dragging with the mouse. A selection rectangle will appear, selecting all of your fully constructed ships in... Selecting all of your the fully constructed ships, not the ones that are currently being built. Oh man, more text. Exploring information in the panel. Different information will be displayed depending on what is selected. Much of the data displayed will provide further information when hovering. Motherfucker. Oh, like the dude said, and I believe that was once again Holon who gave us Flight of Nova and Rail Route. Also gave me the tip for Observation, which is supposedly a really great game, which was very spoiler sensitive. And well, this one. And Derail Valley, wasn't that also? Well, he said that that it takes eons to really learn this game. This is a full-time job, this game. Different information will display, but the display will provide further information. You can navigate forward and back through your selection history using the left and right arrows near the top of the selection panel. Like this. That's useful. What is not so useful is that it circles around. It should stop at the end, I think. But it can be useful, sure, but yeah, okay, let's just see what happens. You can forward and back through selection history. You can also cycle through various items in your empire using key presses, e.g. C will cycle through all your colonies. X will cycle through all your exploration ships. I don't have any built ones yet. C, the key mappings are the game settings for further options. Yeah, that's actually meaningful. Renaming items. You can change the name of any item that you own, ship, base, colony. By clicking on its name in the selection panel, this will allow you to edit the name. Click anywhere outside the edit box to save your changes. I would be so stupid as to call that Earth. Can I not rename this thing? Maybe because I'm not yet there? Oh, interesting. Double click here. Oh wait, not double click. Okay, now I'm in this selection overview thing and I will click once. This centers it. Click again. Nothing happens. Double click. Aha. Double click again? No. Nothing. 60 frames per second, baby. Anything that I own. So I own the moon, not yet, unexplored. That's cool. So we have an adventure here. This moon, which is way too close to Earth, but let us forgive that. We want to go there. Zoom to item. To immediately zoom to the main view to selected item, click any empty space in the selection panel header, or you can use the backspace key. I didn't expect the backspace key for this, really. Action buttons. Those are down here. I guess that's like your tool belt or like your hotbar, where you can assign some stuff. You can perform actions on a selected item. Oh, here. Oh, here we go. What can we do? Increase tax rate. Oh, let's do that. Decrease tax rate. Abandon Earth, allowing it to become independent. Disabled. Cannot abandon your empire capital. Manage troops. Build facilities or start events at Earth. Disabled. Not buildable. No buildable facilities or events. Buy new ships or base. Set colony automation. Show colony details screen. Set colony automation. That's okay. Whatever. Show colony details screen. Meanwhile, I will keep reading here. Each selected item will have different actions available. Hovering. No! What just fucking happened? Ah, come on. That's... I mean, what the fuck, man? This exit to main menu button doesn't have an "Are you sure?" Is the programmer stupid or something? I mean, that's step one of any and all projects you make where a user will be involved instead of, I don't know, some a file copy tool or something. You make sure that the user data is safe. And it's not safe if I can accidentally lose my entire save game here that I haven't yet saved. That's not good, man. Okay. Select an item with different actions. For example, of action buttons, refuel and repair the selected ship, increase the tax rate, retrofit the selected base, the latest design, queue the construction of a new mining station in the selected planet. Additional actions. Some action buttons drill down to a further layer of actions. For example, if you have a spaceport selected, the construction buttons provides actions for building all of the active ship designs in your empire. You can return to the top level of actions using the rightmost return to top button. Return to top. Yeah, we saw that already with the automation. And there's a colony details screen. Yeah, I wanted to rename that, but then someone killed reality or something. Some action buttons drill down further. Yeah. Okay, next. 11 of 18 of the very basic tour. There are more tours available. Zoom presets and others. These buttons allow you to quickly zoom to different levels, a single location, an entire star system, a wide region, and the entire galaxy. Galaxy... Huh? Oh. You can also quick zoom to the selected item. Also quickly zoom to the selected item, huh? Or use the backspace key to do the same thing. Other buttons allow toggling ship and base symbols at location level and weapon range indicators for the selected ship or base. Camera views. The rightmost buttons allow you to change the camera view. Available settings include default 45-degree view, top-down angle, high angle, low angle. Okay, let's try a few things. There we can see the highlighting for the ships. Weapon ranges for the selected ship. Game settings. They can be accessed right down here. I am a robot. Yeah, this is my robot voice. And then we can zoom in and out. Then we can zoom to the selected item. Zoom to location. Zoom to location. I don't know what zoom to location does. Zoom to system end. There we see the entire system, like it said. That's okay. That's the zoom level of the home. And what is this? Selected item. Yeah. Okay, I understand. This zooms to the home, and if I had selected the home accidentally, then this button here, zoom to selected item, would end up doing the same thing. Sure. Zoom to region, zoom to galaxy, and change default view. Default freeform, top down, high angle, low angle. I just switched to low angle. I think we have some perspective effect going on here. Let's try the others. High angle. Aha. Top down. Freeform. And default. So back to system view. Yeah, I want to go back to my system, or it doesn't. Is that not? I mean, zoom to location home. Where is it? Come on. Zoom to location home. Am I stupid? How does this work? Oh, it zooms to that, but it doesn't go there. Does that make sense? Could it be that this is a bit retarded? Anyway, so that's that. Additionally, when you are zoomed into location level, you have a ship or base selected. Trading ship or base view, bridge ship or base view. Well, let's select the ship then. Location. But I don't know where that is. Maybe I have to own the thing first, or it has to be built, whatever. Galaxy zoom level and badges. When zoomed out to the galaxy level, you can view the star systems and nebula clouds that comprise the galaxy. System badges. At the galaxy level, you can also see the badges for colonized systems. These badges provide a summary of what in the system. The background color of each badge matches the colony empire. But there's only one. There can be only one. First row of the badge has the system name, which is Uvu for whatever. I thought I had renamed that, but I guess I didn't actually. What I renamed was the planet to Earth, and this one to Sol, which is the name of the sun. Oh, I don't own the sun yet. That's peculiar. Not Kardashev 1, huh? Ah, was that Kardashev 2? Kardashev 2, I think. The entire star. Background color of each badge for the colony empire. First row is the system name. This. Next row is a picture of the major race that the colony belongs to. Approval rate. Colony approval rate. If the system has a space fault present, a yellow construction yard icon is shown. The third row shows the major resource present in the system. Aha, apparently you can get from anything to everything. Main sequence start. Double click actually gets you there directly. Interesting. The third row shows the major resource present in the system. A fourth row may also be shown outlining your empire's fleet and ship strength. Location badges, blah 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 blah. I'm going to see that when I see it. Next, map overlays. 13 of 18. There are many map overlays that can be shown when zoomed out to the galaxy level. These include the following: resource flows from mining, because you know in this game, if you want to build something, you need the resources. The resources need to be transported there. So yeah, you can, for example, starve something by making sure that the transport doesn't get through, is what I believe to remember. I hope I'm not confusing this. Let's see. Resource flow. Can I disable this? Only by doing off? Okay. Migration flow. Off. All races. Tourism flow. Nebular boundaries. Oh, nebular boundaries. Interesting. Orange, galactic storm. Purple, iron storm. Green, gravitic storm. What the shit? Yellow, radiation zone. Well, it seems to be pretty harmless. Or I cannot see the colors right. That may be possible. Long range scanners off. I will turn them on, just because it doesn't seem to do anything bad. Combat overlay on. Interesting, that dims my badge here. Well, then I will leave this off. Fleet engagement areas and paths. Off selected fleet, all fleets. Ship travel vectors. All ships. Location badges extended. Off basic extended detailed. Exploration off. Green, all locations in system explored to basic level. Oh, look at that. Yellow, some locations in system unexplored. All others, system completely unexplored. Green, all locations in system. Okay, that's currently not interesting. Diplomacy relations off. Green, system owned by a friendly faction. Okay, save. Override save file. Okay, let's remove this quickly. Map overlays. Also present is an option to hide most of the user interface, allowing you to completely focus on the scene in the main view. The main user. Hover over each map overlay button for more details. How can I hide everything? I don't see that button here. Hide most of the user interface, huh? Anyway. View summary. What's this? The view summary is a very powerful management tool that gives you a quick overview of all visible items in the current view. Okay, look at this. Bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong. Bing. Bling bong. Beer pong. This overview is automatically updated as your view changes when you pan or zoom. Hovering over each item in the view summary will provide further information along with a call outline. What? Call outline where the item is the main view. Where the item is in the main view. Oh yeah, okay. That's what a call outline is, huh? Interesting. See, the music is weird. It's on a little and then it's fucked off a little. Let me just, you know, turn it off entirely and switch to some ambient music. Click on an item will select in the selection panel. Double click an item will zoom the main view to the item. Where there are many items, some data may be summarized using an icon along with a number of items. Hovering this will expand the items to individual units which can then be selected. Interesting. Oh, there we have the ships. Click the system badge again to return to viewing galaxy items, or you can just zoom in and out using the mouse wheel, whatever. Incoming messages are displayed on the right side of the screen. Messages gradually expire and disappear. And here we have a message that is... what is happening, man? Oh, it's not paused. Pause. For whatever reason, the game just started playing. Incoming messages are displayed at the right side of the screen. Messages gradually expire and disappear as indicated by the progress bar at the bottom of each message. Hovering a message provides more detailed information, often with options to move your view to the message location. Hovering a message will also ping the location in the main view, showing you the location of the event in the galaxy, when zoomed out to galaxy level. Left-clicking a message will select any related item in the selection panel. Right-clicking a message will dismiss it, removing it from the list. Hovering the message will still be retained the message log. See next. Messages can also include advisor suggestions, giving you advice on what to do next. You can approve or decline the advisor suggestion when you hover over selected message. So let me just read what Mr. Dude wants. In the ancient human city ruins, we have made a curious discovery. For countless generations, we have looked for the stars while living among the remains of a civilization of our ancestors. Tales from those days of terrible cataclysm which destroyed them were passed down to us, but only recently has our science allowed us to better understand the artifacts they left behind. We now know for certain that we are not the first of our kind to leave our planet. They went to the stars before us and left behind a path for us to follow, in the form of these ancient relics. Our long study of these ruins has helped us learn to construct starships and possibly even faster than light travel, without the effects of time dilation. Dude, do you have time dilation as in this universe, but you have faster than light travel? I guess they mean warp bubble stuff, kind of stuff, huh? We also recovered. I still don't get how warp bubble logic would somehow escape from the problem of causality violation, but okay, whatever. Great many unusual resources vital to these technologies from the ruins. Most of these resources do not otherwise exist on our world and must be used carefully. As our first priority, we must find more of these resources our ancestors had access to allow our research and exploration to continue. We must also complete our hyperspace research to allow us to much more rapidly explore our system and beyond. Perhaps, just perhaps, our ancestors are still out there somewhere waiting for us, but the legends of destruction mean that we must also prepare our defenses for whatever we may find. We have found technology that has advanced our understanding of early warp field experiments. We have found technology that has advanced our understanding of research labs. Can I click this? No. These ruins provide the following colony bonuses. Take me to the location of ancient human city ruins. Click there. I guess it's somewhere here in this world. I don't think we can actually see that on the planet. I guess the planet itself is the location, effectively. Dismiss. And then we have this long list of stuff that I cannot read because the basic tour cannot be moved and is in the way. What the fuck is this? This is definitely not fully developed, man. Let me just check if this is early access. It is not. They consider this fully developed. Huh. Peculiar. Romeo at Peculiar. I cannot fucking read what's there. I cannot. There's a message that is interesting, I guess, presume, or whatever. Messages can also include advice suggestion, giving you advice on what to do next. You can approve or decline the advice suggestion when you hover over the message. Next. Message log and filtering. Where is that highlighting that I would now have to see, I guess? To see all of your past messages, open the message log. Where is that? Using the button indicated, you can then hover over each message to review it in detail. Filtering messages. In the message log, you can also filter which types of messages you want to see by clicking on the filter next text at the top. This will expand the filter buttons. You can enable or disable message filters by faction or category. And the second to last one. The Galactopedia, not Stationpedia, provides comprehensive help about every item in the game. This includes topics in the following areas: game concepts, game screen. What is a game? What is a game? Oh, you mean this entire reality here that I find myself in that is most deeply simulated is a conquest of the entire universe. That game. Don't call it game from the inside of the game, motherfuckers. Star and planet types, mineral resources, space creatures, alien species, government styles, ship componentry, planetary facilities. Navigate the Galactopedia by expanding and clicking topics in the area at the right of the Galactopedia screen. Game concepts. You should especially examine the topics under game concepts for better understanding of how Distant Worlds 2 works. These topics will help you expand your empire more effectively. They also provide tips to optimize your play, even for experienced players. Next. Thank you for taking the basic tour. Yeah, despite it being in the way of the other things, or which one came first, who knows. You can take this basic tour again at any time in the way that we already found out. Other tours are available. You should also browse the Galactopedia, explore, expand, and close. Okay, here we have the Galactopedia, which is available from where? Here, the question mark. So here we have a message that can also not be moved. I mean, I'm a bit taken aback that these windows pop up and you cannot do anything with them other than dismiss. And then they overlap each other. What the shit is this? So, review automation settings. Distant Worlds 2. This is the most, I mean, this is basically, this one moment here is probably one of the most important moments in this stupid video. Distant Worlds 2 is a complex game with many features, but you can control as much or as little as you like. You can automate any part of the game, so that you can focus on other parts that you prefer. Many areas also provide advisory suggestions, giving you recommendations on what to do next in that area. It's important that you set automation in a way that suits your playstyle. You can review and change your automation settings in the policy screen P key. There we go. That's the very left one, Galactic Federation. Note that the policy screen also has many sub-settings to refine how an area will be handled, should you choose to automate it. Reviewing the tooltips on each setting can help you better understand how to make automation work for you. Your current automation settings are shown below. Can I affect these? I cannot affect these. This is not for me to click, so that is not really the interface. This is the interface. Click again and click again. How do I get rid of this? Okay. So, your current automation settings. We have a lot of things on suggest and a lot of things, well, not so many things on automated. Upgrade fleet templates, troop recruitment, fleet formation, that stuff is automated. What's not automated is war missions, military attacks, diplomacy gifts, and what I of course will want to do is I want to automate every last thing, so that something happens and I can just watch, and then later I can change this. Starship constructed. We have constructed our first starship, the Pristine Adventure, which is over here. Pristine Adventure. Aha. Hello, starship. Now I will use the drag select thing. Control. Aha, this can now be selected. Good. I believe the red one is the weapons range and the blue one, I don't know what that is. No mission. Right click to move to... Aha. You can see here move to num. So where I clicked here, that is where it will then move. I will now press space so that we see it fucking move. Aha, 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 aha. So how real time is this? Let's go to 1/8 of the speed. Aha, so I get the impression that a day, assuming that 14 is the day, lasts about 20 seconds with 1/8 speed. So we should now see the 15. We don't. Now we do. Okay, it's about 20 seconds. Pause. Go back to normal speed. Take me to the location of the Pristine Adventure. There we go. Dismiss. Okay, so this is now basically... Now we have seen how the interface basically works. And we haven't seen anything really of the game yet, except we have gotten a whiff of what it has to offer. Now let's see. Intelligence missions. Automate. Fully automate this area. Manual. Oh, the mouse wheel is a bit slow, but that's somehow normal for everybody who develops a game in the universe forever, in the future, in the past, and before and after the universe. Okay, done. Let's open this one. Aha, they stay open. It's not like only one is toggled open. So, automatic. Here, by crash research, we have manual. What does crash research do? I mean, the tooltips are really valuable. I mean, you can just go there with a mouse and you will learn the thing you need to learn. That's exactly how it needs to be. Crash research. Automate decisions on when to perform crash research projects or control this area manually. Crash research spends money to double the research rate for a project, allowing you to acquire new technology sooner. Well, it sounds like having that manual is not the dumbest thing. Fleets. Everything is automated. Troops. Everything is automated. Military. Automated. Suggest and execute. Suggest. Manual. Oh, it's currently on suggest level. Aha. So manual means that nothing will happen unless you fucking do it yourself. Okay. Weapon and component focuses. Railguns, missiles, gravity blasters, beams, no preference. Construction. Okay, the things here aren't suggest ship construction, for example, base construction, repair abandoned ships and bases. I will actually set this completely to automated. Just reviewing the things I've already seen. Military attacks. Yeah, let's go to suggest war missions because that sounds like something I want to have a say in. Troops. Troop recruitment. No. Fleet. Research. Intelligence missions. Construction. Okay. Diplomacy. Yeah, let's keep that manual. Tax rate. Everything automated here. What's this? Upgrading colony facilities. That is all in suggest level. Colonization. So also suggest exploration. There is no automatism here. Send survey team when hidden items present or colonizable or populated. So that is the automatism where select. I was hoping that was all expressed by this kind of icon thing, so I could easily see where that is. Investigate ruins when prompt. Add advisors and automation. Upgrade fleet templates. Oh wait a second. That is the overview of all the automations from all the sections. Oh, you can even select here. Rule in absence full. Yes. This of course fucks with settings I have already made. I think. So, for example, military attacks is now automatic instead of So we find that various sections here in which we can make various configurations. Some of them are automation configurations, but we can also just go up here, advisors and automation, and control all of those things, which are again here in this place. And we can even select a rule system. Okay, let's go as deselect this, and then we in custom mode. Okay, what if I undo this? Oh, rule in absence full. So what if I say Spy Master? I have now selected Spy Master. Intelligence missions automated. Still custom. Diplomacy gifts automated. Still custom. I would have assumed that if I select everything manually to that, which means full auto, then it would automatically select full auto here again. Rule in absence, but maybe there's more to it. Maybe there are more settings that I just don't see right now here. Okay, but that's what it is. we have now set the game to full auto mode. In other words, let's just watch. You can see here the build progress, I guess 50%. That's great, huh? I mean, this is a game that explains itself by just playing itself. And then if you're curious about a thing, just lean into the particular thing. Maybe this game is actually easy to learn. Possibly, who knows? So, what is my big flagship kind of thing doing? Pristine Adventure is not doing anything. Okay. Earth Spaceport. Under construction. So this thing is new, I guess. Okay, let me just see how playful this is, how active this is with 8 times the speed. And the view, let's set that to top down. Yeah, what we're seeing here is that construction of a new construction ship has been. It has? New construction ship complete. Construction of a new construction ship has been completed. Show me. There. And this ship can construct, I don't know, little ships, I guess. Dismiss. And go back at turbo speed. Now what are they doing here? There are little shuttles that are flying from Earth. Let's see how fast that is at 1 time speed. Okay, that is still a bit fast. Let's go to 1/8 speed. I mean, that's probably still not realistic speed considering the distances, but this is kind of real time, kind of how it would be, I guess, where the little maggots are crawling over your screen. It's actually on your screen. I don't see anything, it's just space. So go back to maximum speed and observe. Is there something to see here? Ah, we see that the amount of people is growing. Game is now auto paused. Cool. Okay, we had 2,000 million, I believe. Now we have there are fucking aplenty, it seems. We have 2,107 million. Hyperspace technology discovered. Hyperspace technology discovered. Using the ancient knowledge recovered in our earlier exploration, we have developed our first primitive hyperdrive. This breakthrough technology allows our starships to travel faster than light. This momentous discovery means that momentous? Dude, it's earth-shattering. Means that we can quickly traverse our own solar system, exploring and expanding. Further advances should let us even travel to faraway stars. Truly exploring the galaxy, we should quickly exploit this new capability by redesigning and building new ships with these hyperdrives. This thing retrofit at spaceport. Okay, so this ship is currently on its way here, which is Earth spaceport. What is going on? It has paused the game. Okay, it has auto pause. I wonder if the auto pause can be avoided. It just keeps going and I come back tomorrow and then, oh, thank you for the galaxy. Galaxy quest. Spaceport constructed. We have constructed a spaceport. This large orbital base serves as a shipyard, allowing us to build many different types of starships. Our new starport also provides a hub for trade and commerce. Freighters will deliver cargo here and ships can refuel here. As our technology progresses, we should upgrade our spaceport with other capabilities, shields and weapons for defense, research labs, sensors, and more. Take me to the location of spaceport. Dismiss. And Early warp field experiments, research completed. We have complete research, early warp field experiments. This project provides the following advances. Skip drive. Space. New small spaceport completed. Show me. Oh, that's that thing. That seems a bit redundant. What's happening? They have discovered a new resource. Polymers are various types of plastics usually produced from petroleum. So we're just discovering polymers, but we also have hyperdrive technology. Error. So this one is Uwu. Aha, I thought I had renamed motherfucker. Oh right, a cat. It's not like my possession or something. I wonder how I can make it mine. You know what? What happens if I now take the dude here? I wanted to call it dude, but it's called differently. Pristine Adventure X Pathfinder. If I select this thing and click, dude, what the fuck? This is shit. I'm trying to move the screen by clicking on the background, you know, but this will deselect the ship. But I can move the screen by going at to its border, but that doesn't fly, man. That's something missing. And then I will click here and fly to the sun, and that's where it's now flying. Or isn't. Pause. Pristine Adventure. What is it doing? Explore system Earth. I don't know what's happening. This thing is set to explore something. Is that a coincidence with me clicking near the sun and has completely nothing to do with it? Hyperjump. One of our ships, the Sublime Wonder. This one, I guess. No, that's not the one. Show me. This is a Sublime Wonder indeed, because I cannot see the thing. Oh, it's on Earth. Has engaged its hyperdrive, allowing our Empire to travel faster than light for the very first time. Distances that previously took months to traverse can now be covered nearly instantly. Next stop, the stars. How about of our star? I want to rename it. The Sublime Wonder is now speeding through hyperspace. Who knows what it will discover? Probably its father. Take me to the location and dismiss. Military ship constructed. We have now constructed our first military ship, the Wailing Hammer. We are now able to defend ourselves against threats. Build more military ships to protect our empire throughout our star system. Know you. It's currently docked here or something. Yeah, there it is. The Pristine Hammer, which is now there, I guess. Okay, explore another system, Earth. Here's something new. Okay, I believe that the computer has told this ship here to explore a location, and the location it chose to explore is Earth, aka what we already explored, and then so nothing's. I don't know what this is. So, discovery at U7, we have discovered new resources at this thing. Show me. Resources. Caslon. Abundance 100%. I mean, okay, that's my configuration of the system, huh? Argon. New exploration ship completed. How is this? Oh, look at that. Worthy Starfire is currently... survey shares surveying this moon kind of thing. Yep. Wait, a new scientist has appeared? Did he crawl out of some kind of birthing pod or whatever? New scientist appears. A new scientist named Juran Lucardi has appeared at Earth. Show me. We have discovered new resources. New construction ship completed. By the way, Happy New Year 2026. Unexplored? Unexplored? There's a ship here. This here counts as unexplored, but the ship is doing the surveying of this moon planet kind of thing. And 10 seconds and pop. Huh? Did you see that? So surveying has to be done multiple times, or am I stupid? I mean, look at this. It's counting down to 0 and then it's doing that again, maybe? Again? It is. Why? Let's see, there's this symbol here with the 11 and so forth. 40, 4. Let's see if something changes here. Aha. That's very helpful. I think I turned on those vectors myself. Unexplored. So this is now the one that it wants to survey. Is it paused? Oh, it's paused. Research station construct. Yeah, tell me about it. Aha, now we have the survey going on. 8, 7, 6. Let's see how the hover thing here changes now. 2, 1, and... Aha. Now we have this yellow thing and there's a 10 next to it. And a 2% next to all the star thingies. Rocky Silicon Moon, 4K. So it's very high resolution moon. Four, 3, 2, 1, and 12. Now, so it went from nothing to 10, and then to 11, and then to 12, and I don't know what that really means. Why hell is kicking the motherfucker? 12 unknown items present. Colonization suitability low. Yeah, the ships also need to be refueled. If the fuel runs out, they will actually not stop forever and be fucked, but according to what I heard, they can then move very, very slowly only. So you can still just continue, you were just hated. Okay, this ship is now jumping, and this thing is now explored-ish. This one has 3 stars for whatever purpose, I don't know what the purpose is. Colonization suitability plus 8 low. Is that what the stars are good for? It's weird to again the place itself. I mean, to play it like this, actually. New mining station completed. Things are pretty lively here by now. Oh, they would even jump small distances here at the planet. That's intense. What? Wait. What's manifesting here? Stable warp fields. Research completed. We have completed research in stable warp fields. This project provides the following advances. Warp bubble generator. That smells a bit like interplanetary. Interstellar. Yeah, interstellar. Whereas the film Interstellar dealt with an intergalactic situation. I mean, admittedly, Interstellar is just a better name, but it's not true, really. Now look at that! Oh wait, what's it? Ghost Fleet encountered. We have encountered a new pirate faction in the system, the Ghost Fleet. This pirate faction is predominantly composed of humans. The same as our empire. Although they are pirates, they could prove useful allies if handled properly. Pirates? Pirates? I mean, if they're called pirates, they don't sound like potential allies, man. Initial communications with the humans have gone very poorly. We accidentally insulted the humans, causing great offense. That's fine, I guess. Assholes. Show me. Diplomacy, Ghost Fleet. Chief Raider Kieran displeased with us. Seriously? The pirate is displeased with that? I mean, if he's a pirate and displeased with us, I would now send the Wipeout fleet, the Wipeout command. And that would be interesting if I can just affect this somehow. Pirate info. Let's see, diplomacy. Offering gifts. Treaties, starting any wars. What? I didn't mean that. Didn't mean to do that. No, just rather stay in the overview here. What am I doing wrong? Aha, policy settings, okay. Intelligence, research, fleets, troops, military. I wanted to choose something along the lines of kill the motherfuckers whenever you fucking meet them, but apparently there's no such setting, or I just glanced at it too quickly. Dismiss. Ancient Orders. What manifests here? Hail, Dirtsider! We are the Ghost Fleet, and we have long watched over your primitive world. Did you humans? Primitive world, where are you, Flat Earthers? Our old legends tell us that many years ago some of our ancestors settled among you. As a result of all the plague-filled dirtballs in the galaxy, we have been a bit protective of yours, and we've generally discouraged other of the clans from raiding your system. Okay, that sounds as if this whole selection of there are no other races out there didn't quite work out. Now this has cost us, or are the humans in the galaxy already? Now this has cost us our time, as some of the clans are fairly ultra-violent. Anyway, the legends also said that someday you would take to the stars again, and that when the day came, we would be able to rejoin our dirt-based ancestors in one happy new clan. Well, seeing as this has now happened, we'll figure it's time for a chat. The only thing is, we've been rereading the legend and also talking over the cost of protecting your dirt ball over the generations, and the legend says that rejoining you will return us to prosperity. What do they fucking want? We figured this means you need to pay up, and if you do, we know the prophecy was right, and we'll join up with you. How much money do I have? 39,000. Pay the ghost fleet, refuse the pirate offer, take me to look. No, refuse. Suck my dick. So we see here that the moon, aka, which I can now rename since I'm down there. I cannot? Why? I cannot fucking rename this. I mean, there are ships flying down and up and down and up and down and up here. So I would have expected that this thing belongs to me now. Or does belong to me mean you have to settle there? And I cannot rename anything. Oh, well, honestly, I mean, it's fun and all, but I'm very, very tired. It's 90 minutes past midnight, and that doesn't mean I have to be tired. I know, but I am, and I mean very. So I will abort this now, as if I didn't want to give birth to this child. And yeah. Oh, mining station under attack. Let's check that out. Are we paused? We are not paused. Show me. Oh, that is very loud. Okay, how can we adjust this radical fucking volume? Settings. Game effects volume, user interface volume, Nebula Storm effects volume. Okay, let's just turn this down to 20 then, and hope that it applies. Let's see. Oh yeah, that happened. So these are protecting us, huh? Construction of a new mining station has been. And then here we have the mystery, a merchant freighter, transported cargo from... Where is the military ship? I mean, shouldn't the AI say, I mean, whatever the game logic say, there's some attack going on here that is generally frowned upon. Let's go there and turn these people into minced meat. Wow, they're fully simulated, everything. Shields, armor, hull. Wow. In my opinion, the sound should fade a bit as we are zooming out. Oh, and apparently it does, only not immediately. So what is this here? Gas giant. Wailing hammer, yeah. The big fucking warship. Hammer them, motherfucker. And fuck some others, because, you know. Pirate raiders. Pirates are attempting to raid mining station. The Ghost Fleet are intent on looting and pillaging. In the past there were rumors of secret visits from star travelers, but recently these visitors from the stars have begun to appear openly. Some, like the Ghost Fleet, are hostile, taking whatever they want by force. Others come in peace and trade. Ancient legends speak of a time when our own ancestors once traveled among the stars, but with the great forgetting, all this knowledge was lost. Take me to the location of the mining station. Oh, that's the mining station. Dismiss. So the wailing hammer should now take out these stupid ships. And you can see that it's working on its shield, and I don't know what that is. The armor, yep. making the game sound effects even less loud. So how are we doing, Wailing Hammer? Okay, its shield is pretty much down, but its armor is untouched. Well, there could be 3 ships wailing on the hammer, so... And the hammer is now stupidly not taking down one of the motherfuckers, but... but this one here, interestingly, this one, which is basically almost destroyed, yeah, was just flying away, so the AI seems to be relatively non-dumb. Well, the wailing hammer is being wailed upon. Anything else of note? Almost 3 billion people. Oh, what's that? Okay, look at that. We're beginning to go interstellar, man. Just wonder how this fight here will turn out. But see, I mean, would I have been able myself to play it this far? Not this quickly, of course not. But I mean, this it's such a great explanation to see everything happen, and then you can think, hey, wait, this could I alter this, and you adjust some things, I guess theoretically, and this way you get then into the game, and eventually you say, I want to do this and this thing, and then you do that thing right from the get-go. That sounds good. What is this? That's the off, and here we have the buttel. Is the buttel still going on? The buttel is still going on. Okay, the wailing hammer's armor looks good. This ship doesn't have anything, but it's now fucking off because it's a coward and it's 99%. So what? The wailing hammer, stupidly, does not fly over there and finish the job, but... so the ship just teleported away, I guess. And this one will now do the same. See how it's immediately flying away? The wailing hammer, which has nothing better to do, is not saying, yeah, okay, let me just like keep pursuing you, piece of shit, asshole, dog shit, and then ops, you're gone. And then I'm like, whatever will I do? And I assume that the shields, which are now down, will now slowly fill up again. I would expect that at least. I think the shield is filling up. Yeah, we can see the number up here, 23, 24. And then here we have 33. What is that? The armor, which I guess does not fill up, that would require repairing, I would assume. No mission? How would you repair yourself, dude? Speed is jumping. Where's it going? Escort Gallant Renegade. Well, follow it. Is there a follow button here? We have another confederation that we have encountered. Another pirate faction. This pirate faction is predominantly composed of humans, the same as our empire. Although they are pirates, they could prove useful allies if handled properly. Of course, catastrophically bad, and who gives a fuck? Let's just wipe them out once we can. It appears that we have company. Unfortunately, this is not the kind of company to submit or die, is my attitude. Unfortunately, this is not the kind of company we want. Hostile space pirates. Where did these pirates come from? Are they a scouting party from a larger empire? Are they a lone group? These pirates look well armed and are more technologically advanced than we are. Thus, given our current situation, it would be wise to appease them in any way possible, even paying them off if necessary. No. Once you offer me the choice, I will not choose that. Because... you know, it's not... I'm just watching. Huh. And speed is normal. How about we go to 8 times speed again? That is a shit ton of micromanagement that we will have to do otherwise. New mining station completed. exploration scanners. What the fuck is happening? Huh. Enhanced resource scanning. Well, here we can see the research tree, which we can apparently not zoom, but just pan. Vertically. And horizontally, yeah, too, but no, there's not much going on. Well, it's probably very big, but we can only see a little bit. Pay project costs? No, I didn't mean to do any such things. Wow. A lot of stuff here. How do I get out of this one? F1, escape, escape works. Speed 8. What a teeny weeny galaxy. So there we have the evasion. It is about to explore an unknown star system. It's now there. Under attack. Is under attack by cruel moon force encountered. What? We have encountered a new pirate faction, the Cruel Moon Force. That sounds a bit Chinese in my opinion. Initial communications have gone poorly, as is known for me, I guess. Show me dismiss. Pause. What is this? The lamented conqueror is under attack by eternal provocation escort of the Ghost Fleet. Show me. Where am I? Is this the Earth system? It is. Wow. The attack is right here in orbit. I mean, it's a bit bold, if I may say so. $3 billion, 3.2 billion people. Well, the thing is, currently I'm not personally hooked in to wanting to achieve a certain thing. If I were hooked into this, then I would feel the thrill of, I have a new mining station with which I can then henceforth do the thing. It's kind of like I am watch the developers play or something, and then I watch for 2 minutes and I keep scrolling because I got a different thing in mind. The engagement, if you do that yourself, is certainly higher. What is this? Lofty Fortress of Uvu. We have discovered the Lofty Fortress of Uvu, ancient ruins from a lost civilization at the rocky ice planet. Investigate, leave the ruins alone. Investigate the fucking ruins. We have made a curious discovery. A data core reveals some intriguing information. In the data core are navigation directions pointing to this and this place. Maybe we should send a ship to investigate this location. The ruins provide the following colony bonus. 9% colony development, 4% scenery. We can acquire scenery bonus by building a resort base here. By the way, maybe I want to save. Oh, we have an autosave. Let's see what the interval seems to be. This seems arithmetic. Maybe it's rather interval. Maybe it's rather milestone based somehow. Colonization discovery discovered. Colonization technology discovered. With the development of basic colonization, we have acquired the technology necessary to colonize new worlds. We should what is happening? We should identify hospitable planets that are good candidates for new colonies, then begin building colossal colony ships to send out to these new worlds. At this point, we have truly become a spacefaring civilization. As we move out into the galaxy, we will continue to grow and gain the upper hand over pirates and mercenaries. Now has come the age of expansion, where we must complete where we must compete against other empires for dominance in the galaxy, except there are none. So what is this? Colony attack at Earth. Colony raided. Our colony Earth is being raided by forces. What the fuck? Raiders from Ghostfield have been beaten. So let's check those overlays. Resource flow. Let's turn that on for our resources. And migration flow for our races. Oh, we can only show one of these. Obelisk of place. We have discovered the obelisk of the place. Ancient ruins from a lost civilization at the ice planet Icorion 3. From our position in orbit, we can see that the ruins lie deep in snowdrifts at the peak of a windswept mountain pass. Should we investigate? Yes, fucking do. Sleeping alien race awoken. I thought there were none. In the obelisk we have made a curious discovery. In their investigation of the obelisk, our survey team found a vast stasis hibernation chamber. Hidden beneath the ruins. The colossal chamber contains millions of sleeping xenox. Our team accidentally triggered the mechanism to wake the sleeping Xenox, and the woken aliens have now taken control of the planet. The Xenox explained that they hid themselves in hibernation when an evil empire brutally enslaved the entire galaxy long ago. The awoken Xenox remain terrified that these fearsome overlords, whom they call the Dark Ones, may return once again. These ruins provide the following empire-wide bonuses: plus 5% civilian ship maintenance savings. These ruins provide the following colony bonuses: plus 6% colony development, plus 4% scenery. We can acquire scenery bonus by building a resort base here. To obtain the other bonuses, we should colonize this planet. Colonize a planet where the people are already colonized? That sounds a bit wild, if I may ask so. I say so. What are these white dots here? Are those cities? Guess so. Aha, okay. First contact. Well, now we have that colony there. We have encountered that colony. The Xenox are naturally hostile towards us. Dude, we just awoke the motherfuckers. Without us, they wouldn't even exist, basically. We can invade and take over, of course. Dude, if they behave like that, cut the head off and shit at their throat. We can invade and take over the colony by landing troops, or we could attempt to colonize them by sending a colony ship, although this is unlikely to succeed due to their negative view of us. Initial communications with them have been extremely regardless with some friendliness. Oh, okay. I'm getting a bit of whiplash here. Planetary facilities are present at the colony obelisk of Icorion. Research projects are available on our tech tree that can increase our understanding of those beasts. We should research these projects to improve relations with those beasts. Show me. Dismiss. There we can see the relations. Colony raided. Is being raided. The raiders are fucking off. And discovery at co-host. We have discovered new resources at a place. Glacium Matter Study Center. Investigate. Continue investigation. The rise of Slytherin. What? Actually, we have extracted more records from the research complex and made considerable progress translating the ancient human language. We have learned that this research facility was extremely distant from the original human homeworld, with ships arriving with supplies and personnel only once or twice a year. Because of the extreme distance from their planet and the boredom and isolation of life under the austere domes, the inhabitants created a powerful AI, the strategic logic interface tool, harnessing enhanced reasoning, intuition, and neutral emulation, or Slytherin. This AI was tasked with keeping the station inhabitants entertained. It was, it seems, tragically adept at this task. Slytherin created a series of entertainments which it called the Matrix games. These so captivated the facility inhabitants that they began to neglect their responsibilities and eventually the maintenance of the station itself. The Matrix games. Those who became obsessed with the Matrix games began to forget how to communicate with other human beings. These isolated sufferers found their brains rewired so they could think about nothing except strategies for their favorite games. How is that? What are you talking about? Is that a problem? The other inhabitants are first believed these were isolated incidents. Only too late did they realize that everyone would soon become obsessed with what Slytherin had created. As living conditions in the complex deteriorated, the unaffected inhabitants formed a unit of elite programmers known as the Code Force, who managed to stave off the AI long enough to reprogram Slytherin, so that its games were no longer fatal, though still extremely fun. The Code Force was successful, but their efforts came too late. Atmosphere and nutrition systems had deteriorated beyond repair. By the time the next human supply ship arrived, the station's inhabitants were dead. On the human homeworld, it was feared that the station had fallen prey to an extraterrestrial threat. Beyond their ability to counter, also other richer sources of hexadorium had been found. Consequently, the outpost was abandoned and the humans declared the planet off limits. What's this? The legacy of Code Force. Our scientists believe that the ancient AI, now in its safe and modified state, can be revived. It presents no danger and is certain to be a source of safe and compelling amusement for our people. Because of the nature of the AI's games, we believe playing will improve some of our tactical skills. We now have the Slytherin mainframe installed in our home colony. That is a bold decision, really. Wailing hammers under attack. I mean, I'm delighted to know that the dude is still existing. Oh, now it's no longer there or under attack or related things. Well, we don't have too much cash here. Well, let me do that regardless, or never mind. Goodbye. Well, we're expanding. And I'm sleeping. See you again next time.